Have you ever experienced an adrenaline rush when squashing a small bug? Brace yourself, because that sensation is about to intensify. Prepare to sound the alarm and notify everyone, because the end is approaching. Enormous bugs have emerged and are currently roaming the earth. If these colossal creatures were real, would humanity become mere prey for them? Can birds come to our rescue? And what might cause grandma's jewelry to suddenly hold great value? We don't need to rely on outdated monster movies to envision a world where massive insects dominate. Let's step into the realm of imagination and explore the past. Over 300 million years ago, these creatures were abundant. The Meganeura, an early relative of dragonflies, boasted a wingspan of over 0.6 meters, 2 feet. However, we no longer encounter these enormous insects today. Scientists propose that higher oxygen levels in the past allowed insects to grow to immense sizes. During prehistoric periods, oxygen levels could reach nearly 35%, whereas our current atmosphere contains about 21% oxygen. If oxygen levels were to rise to those extreme levels in the present, we would require protective gear to prevent oxygen poisoning. In those oxygen-rich eras, insects had to compete with birds for resources. Birds emerged as the faster and more agile competitors in the battle for resources, triumphing over insects and making them their prey. Consequently, insects gradually decreased in size, eventually reaching the dimensions we are familiar with today. But if these creatures were to suddenly regain their colossal proportions, would we need to adapt to a nocturnal lifestyle? With a rapid increase in oxygen levels, growth spurts wouldn't be limited to bugs alone. Trees could reach towering heights of 30 meters, 100 feet, and even ordinary ferns could become gigantic. Imagine enormous millipedes, stretching almost 2 meters, 6 feet, in length, crawling across the forest floor, feeding on decaying matter and plants. But don't be fooled into thinking there's nothing to worry about. This is the realm of what if, and you know better than to assume safety. The dragonflies we mentioned earlier would stage a magnificent comeback, this time in truly colossal form. Modern-day dragonflies are already formidable predators with exceptional vision. They pierce their prey's heads with their jaws and transport them to secluded spots where they consume every last morsel. In this new world, humans would find themselves on the menu. The only hope for survival would lie in targeting these winged threats during their early developmental stages, before their sturdy exoskeletons have fully formed. Taking down these creatures while they are still learning to fly might seem unfair, but in a world where survival offers no luxuries, it becomes a necessary strategy. Plus, you might have a future source of sustenance to store away. Just remember to aim for their eyes. However, if you needed something more potent to defeat these creatures, penetrating their exoskeletons would prove challenging. The average insect's exoskeleton consists of layers of wax, protein strands, and other elements fused together to shield them from daily hazards. Even the muscle attachments between their limbs, made of a biopolymer material called chitin, are 6 times stronger than human tendons. Conventional weapons would struggle to breach their defenses. However, a bullet or drill bit tipped with diamond might possess the necessary strength to pierce through their outer shells. Perhaps attaching a diamond to a spear could be an option. Scientists have been researching the creation of hexagonal diamonds that are even stronger than any currently available. Given the existence of these formidable threats, their progress in this area should be expedited. In the past, depleting oxygen levels acted as a natural constraint on the size of these bugs. Could it have a similar effect again? Maybe, but it would likely take time. If humans continue to burn fossil fuels and release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, it might gradually reduce the size of these bugs over several decades. However, that might not be swift enough to counter the immediate threat. So, how would we confront these oversized adversaries? Sometimes, the most effective way to halt a predator is by employing another predator. Breeding large birds that prey on dragonflies and other insects could prove beneficial. Thus, the ancient battle between insects and birds would be reignited. But don't bring your pet parakeet into the fight. You would need a hawk or a trained eagle to face off against these colossal bugs. Even these predators wouldn't be exempt from attacks. You might not need to worry about an oversized daddy long-leg spider, but the Goliath bird-eater spider presents a different story. When they were of normal size, your pet bird would be in grave danger. The name, bird eater, says it all. If you were ensnared in the web of this supersized spider, it could be fatal. While their venom wouldn't necessarily kill you under normal circumstances, receiving a massive dose of venom directly into your bloodstream could end your life before you even realize what has happened. It's a grim thought. However, that fate would still be preferable to encountering a wasp in this world. Giant wasps might possess the ability to paralyze you with a single sting. Unfortunately, they wouldn't be done with you just yet. This insect would take you back to its nest, where you would be devoured alive by its larvae. How could you defend yourself against these attacks? Since wasps have poor night vision, your best chance would be to strike under the cover of darkness, launching a surprise attack to destroy their nests. Humans would need to adapt to darkness in order to confront these new threats to our existence. However, don't rush to exterminate the larvae just yet. Here's where things take a savory turn, or perhaps, savory isn't the right word. When the world panicked at the sight of murder hornets, some people in Japan found amusement in pan-frying their larvae. These gigantic grubs could be preserved in jars or even steamed with rice. A wasp shish kebab might turn out to be quite a unique delicacy. That is, of course, if they don't skewer you first. In this world, an ongoing battle between humans and insects would unfold, with victory ultimately going to the hungriest party. Even with giant bugs prowling the earth, we would still possess the intellect and strength to fight back. If you found this journey captivating, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more thrilling adventures and survival tips. Join our community of fellow explorers and be the first to discover what lies ahead in our ever-evolving world. Like, subscribe, and let's embark on this incredible journey together.